next match. This is Group A, T1 versus BLG. Both are top teams. BLG is top in China, and you can sort of see that, you know, I already know. Pineapple went to Owl. I'm like 90% sure Irony's going to go to Owl, and I'm 90%. October 2 is here. And then the enemy team has Krillin, who's on Justice, Unique, who's on Charge, Marble, who's on Boston, and Zest, who's on Philly. So, like a shit ton of Owl players. It'll be interesting. Okay, so I think both teams will play Mirror, right? Yeah, they're both playing the Sigma. It's meta comp in KR, the Sigma comp. Look at Krillin, really aggressive with that right click there. Kadal's taking an off angle with Celestin. Okay, Krillin's in an interesting lot because he's dynamited. Dude, what is that angle by Yahoo? Wow. That was a really interesting like rotation actually. I actually want to look at that. That's actually nuts. I've never seen someone do that before. They just like jump over the point. Oh, it's because he got flailed. I was like wondering, I'm like, how the hell do you go from here to here like that, like so cleanly, and it's because he got flailed. That worked out really well for him. Dude, imagine if his slam here, you dynamite that. Oh, that would have been so good. Oh, Irony just rolled Zest. Oh, we're gonna look at this. This guy will 100% be on Spark. Zest also is really strong, and he's on Philly. Dude, he just got rolled. Damn. Diffed. Notice here how Pineapple goes for this aggressive angle. So after like get this kill on Tracer, backline's like a lot more safe because like they only have to worry about a ball, right? And as soon as this happens, like backline walks a lot more. Obviously Sigma shield's low, and Pineapple goes for this really aggressive angle here for a dynamite, or just engage. And when that happens, you'll see Yahoo also sort of look for the engage. He's slower. He peels instead. He just okay. That's just Yahoo feeding. He should have looked to like hit the team instead. I don't think that was necessarily the move. In fact, now I think actually like T1 can do a lot actually based off how that happened, because they kited really well. They backed up. Their Briggs Zen's still alive. They have balls, so their ball and Tracer can hit and create space. And if I'm them, I hit the Sigma. Yeah, they see. Notice how they go Sigma and not the Briggs Zen. Why? Briggs Zen's in a really safe area, and if you go Briggs Zen, you're not going to kill anything. Or if you go Sigma, Sigma's by himself, and if you go Sigma, you can kill the Sigma. But yeah. So that's why, like, again, they're hitting Sigma, although Marvel feeds and like hold space too long. Could also has a nice off angle. Notice how again Ash is playing an off angle at split. You're noticing both Unique and Krillin getting close to you know, their ultimates, while as Hunjae on Brig is like not. That's why I don't think I'll see Hunjae and Owl. Probably, I think he needs a little bit more work. He's a good player, but I think it's a bit more work. It's not necessarily his fault. He's not building rally here. It's like sort of how his team is playing. It's not really enabling him, but it feels like he's just not as powerful as like other players. Again, Yahoo is just, I don't know what he's doing here, man. He's literally in open space and like he just gets rolled. Again, notice how Kadalis is on like an off angle here, trying to hold space. Looks for a dynamite, and like one thing you always see Ashes do is not only slam dynamites, but like should look for aggressive dynamites to like build Bob. They're trying to force a Tracer out. Wow, the fact that Tracer lived there is absolutely insane. That's quite nuts. I now look at the pick on Zest, Trance, right? So enemy team uses Flux to force Trance. Yahoo uses Mines to force their Trance. Now both Trances are happening. Now both teams have Rally. Now Bob goes in. Look at that amazing pack. It was a really good pack on Pineapple. And then Rally, they go forward. They're pushing forward. And what's crazy about this too is actually if right over here, right? If Marvel was able to slam here in Mines, yeah, I guess it wouldn't have been amazing. He might have got a kill. Or even Kadalis threw a Bob here. Like, it would have been really good because it would have stopped their push. And the other thing to also think about is, like, why did Unique not rally? Because new Unique is in Narnia. Why is Unique in Narnia? Why is Unique all the way there? He's so far from his Zen. He was chasing a Tracer. Dude, how does this happen, man? This is like such a massive feed. Like both Brig and Zen are just like in such different positions. And now that sucks, you can't rally. And they do Bob actually, it's just late and it just gets burned because Brig Zen can't hold space anymore because of Brig split. And you can't rally because that solo rally is just sort of useless, just a bad rally. Literally by that, like literally by T1's backline just being split, like they're screwed. And I'm pretty sure, like what I was watching, like a lot of times people are losing is because their backlines dynamically are just not together in the mid fight, which is just bad. I'll not say mid fight. I'll say start a fight. Mid fight you can be split a bit. No knows to slam, follow up with pulse, right? Doesn't get anything. Unlucky. They push really aggressive here. It's like now it's really important here in this situation that like T1 is really aggressive with rally, because if they're actually not aggressive with rally, then this guy's gonna build another rally and he'll start lapping. He won't lap, but like fully lap, but it'll be like close to lapping. Like 50%, like, you know, advantage is quite big. So in my opinion, Unique should actually be really aggressive here. And they should just hit really hard, look for the Sigma, and then try and like make it so Sigma can't flux and rally in and try and blow him up. Like a very general topic is, you know, enemy team is like flux, like literally just go in really hard on the Sigma, try and bash him, dynamite him, and try and kill him. What's the inherent weakness of this composition? You can't you don't have, it's not as divey, it's more spammy. If you get a diva and your diva is very good at playing fast, and you like diva trace your sombra, then you can essentially just blow up the enemy team because you have a faster brawl. If you get an echo too and your ball trail slams Ash, then you can blow up Sigma. By playing like more divey fast comps, like this comp will struggle because there's very little peels. Ball dies. Yeah, Yahoo is just in generally struggling, man. Is not the best ball player. Notice how there's like, this is something I always notice is like Tracer will always push cart here and backline will always chill here. I don't really like this. I think this is just weird, like rotating here and then going here, because I think that the enemy team will just force resources here, and then once you're in here, they just come over here and they kill you. Like they just look at you. So I think, like, you know, it's fine to play over here to help your Tracer push cart, but I think actually you should push over here and try and push the high ground. And again, the reason why they're probably doing this is because of Dynamite. This is a really enclosed choke, so Dynamite sort of rolls it. But I just think you can even bait Dynamite with just Sigma walking forward maybe and like giving him a pack and orb. I just think this idea of playing in here is just very risky. And I think it's also because a lot of KR players don't like being really fast and aggressive, but like if this was an NA team, dude, as soon as that rotation happened, people just roll into here and just kill these people. Like right now you can even see like they're split. The Brig Zen's on low ground, the Sigma Ash is on high ground. Right? Like you're up here, you can just rally and just run them over and like they probably die. And like notice how I said how Unique, like, you know, isn't using rally. He's almost got another rally. He's almost slapped him. And that's why, like, when you've got support ultimates, it's really imperative that you're like really aggressive with them. Zest got a really big pulse. Okay, they trance. You live. Fine. It's like not the best trance. Kadal still gets a pick. Okay, Zest, it's fine. Yeah, you win. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I understand it's like easier for alts and like it's really nice to like LOS and stuff, but Mew thinks will follow. I just think it's rough. Because again, if you get hit early, like it's sort of awkward. Like imagine if you imagine if you're just like rotating right through here and people shoot you there and you're also getting shot in the back. There's an Ashe over here and there's a Brig Zen over here. What are you gonna do in this corner? It's so awkward. You're getting shot there, plus you're getting shot here. That's just like really scary. A ball can even boop you in for like whatnot. They flux, right? It's a really interesting flux. The enemy team doesn't have trance. They flux Zen, right? That's really smart, and they mines on top of that because rally won't necessarily get rid of, you know, the mines. And what's even crazier here too is actually like Marvel overstays is welcome. Like literally like this is literally all he needs to do. This is it. That's it. He's done. He should live now. But he keeps shooting and he keeps shooting and he keeps shooting. He goes for a swing and stuff. And what's also weird about this is like when they're like pushing like this, you would expect, first of all, Tracer should carry C9. Ash should be focused on like dynamiting and shooting things, and Brig should have brawled and walked forward if they actually wanted to commit. Or they could have bobbed it, but like that's an over alt, right? Because it was like 3-0. But then when they rallied, you could have maybe used bob. Yeah. Because when you use 2 ultimates, that's like a lot, right? If you use 2 ultimates and win a fight, that's good. Like that's good. If you use 3 ultimates and they use 0 ultimates, that's bad. That's a lot of ultimates. Because normally if you use 2 ultimates, win a fight, next fight you can use 2 ultimates, next fight after that you can use 2 ultimates, and you'll just cycle. But if you use 2 ultimates and every team uses 1, right, then fine, you can win. But if you need to use 1 more to win, that's not necessarily bad. Krillin, they should push high ground. Okay, Yahoo fed again.
30 seconds remaining.
While Tracer's playing there, Brig Zen is playing that high ground. I really like that space. Ash is playing a low ground, but he can coach gun high. I think that's sort of smart because he can be a bait. Krillin drops. Interesting. Well, I guess he can't see actually everyone, so he drops to get a better LOS because they're all playing there. Yeah, okay, I guess that's fine. I definitely don't agree with this trance. I think this is a terrible trance. Can anyone tell me why this trance is really bad? There's a lot of reasons why this trance is bad. Atypical feat. Why is this trance bad? Anybody?
Pass into the
There's multiple reasons why this trance is bad. Anyone tell me in chat why this trance is bad? Uh, because you said so. Wow. Now because they don't have flux. Yeah, sure. The enemy team's gonna have flux. You don't have trance for it. That's bad, right? There's something else too. You jump the gun a bit, sure. Bad alt trade. They're already down alts. Okay. Let me ask you this: who has tempo right now in this fight? Like who has actually like the pressure? Like who is under
10
pressure?
seconds
Put that way.
remaining.
Like right over here, who is under pressure?
Overtime.
You guys think blue's under pressure? Okay. Anyone else? Well, anyone else's thoughts are? I think red's under pressure because red has to come touch cart, right? And they're all in this really awkward area where the only way they even get value is they rotate out like this, and if they do, then they get shot in an angle, right? So because red has to touch cart, Brig Zen can literally just discord cart and kill cart, right? So technically red is under pressure, blue has tempo because of OT and whatnot. The second thing that's really important that a lot of you guys are missing is actually uh, the second option, right, is the fact that Brig rally almost has rally, right? Because they almost have rally, essentially what can happen now is if you just play a little slower, you can rally aggressively, dynamite, whatnot, try and blow up the sig, and if the flux happens, then you've got transport too. You could also pulse the sig and try and pressure the sig and kill the sig that way. But the fact I'm getting at is, first of all, you have pressure, you don't need to do anything. You almost have rally, just live with the rally, right? And you can approach like from there. Pineapple kills Krillin because he's in open space. Yahoo dies. Unique kills October. They rally. They might win. I think they will win. Yeah, they will win. They'll still win. Now, if literally this fight went on like a little bit longer, just a tiny little bit longer, these guys would have won because of ults. Yeah, like in general, walking with rally is just always better because then your Zen can shoot from range. But if you trance and your Brig's at range, and Brig can't do anything at range. So rallying and walking is better because your Zen has Discord, Harmony, Orb, and damage output. So, yep.
Ready for battle. Ready for battle.
Do, 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 do.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
What's up, Dark? How you doing, man? Who are you watching? I'm watching BLG versus T1. So Zest just fragged October. Okay. So a lot of these teams players are like an owl now, Dark. So like Zest is on Philly, Marvel's on Boston, Unique's on Charge, Krillin's on Justice, Pineapple's on Spark. I'm pretty sure Irony's gonna go to Spark. The other player here, Alphayi, will probably go to Spark. So I don't think anyone else from BLG will get picked up. They'll probably stay. But I honestly think like those 3 players that are going to Spark is like carrying BLG. This is really weird, man. They're literally like giving up the entire map. Like they're playing so slow. I don't know why. Wait, it's because like they were down Tracer, but even if they're down Tracer, they shouldn't be playing this slow. Oh yeah, October just got rolled, right? But like still, like I think Kadalis can maybe play a little bit more aggressive with the Sigma Shield. Oh, okay, they do it. Okay, but he gets forced out. I was wondering, I'm like, why are you just like literally playing so slow? Also, like I don't know if you're realizing it, but like there's a lot of like shield sort of being used here. I think you can sort of just like, as long as like you don't even need to use the shield. Because like you can sort of just go on point and go off and you're not like gonna blow up. If you legitimately think about it, are you gonna blow up? No, you're not. Also, like I think you should be shielding off dynamites and grasping like in other situations. But yeah, I think how he's like using CDs and is really poor. Yo, real talk, why are there no Hawkman? Who may Overwatch 2? Maybe they'll. Oh, dude, I'm calling it right now. Yahoo almost gonna feed. Almost. He got put in a really good spot after he got bashed. They ended up living. Okay, so Slam. Gracer's going there. Ash is there. Okay. So let's take a step back here and look at ult economy. Everyone's sort of in an okay place actually. Ult economy supports are actually about even. Arnie's taking a little bit of poke. He backs up. Okay, it's fine. Dynamite happens. Okay, Cobra gets a pick on Zen. Liege is feeding again. Like he doesn't really need to like necessarily like what do you call it? He doesn't really, he's like touching point and stuff, but he can like hold it longer. He doesn't need to do it right away. Damn, Marvel got rolled. I don't know why like people are like really hype on Marvel. Like he's a decent player, but he's not like insane. Like he's like okay. Now for Overwatch 2, considering how flexible he is, I think he'll be pretty good in that. Wow, Krillin just popped. But like, I don't think he's like absolutely nuts. Oh my god. Damn. Dude, Krillin's been like actually rolling Zest. It's the second time he's actually rolled him. They're up 2 now. This is like really rough. Liege is trying to stall. Bob goes in. That's not a great Bob. That Bob should go over here and force Liege even more further out and like pinch them. And then Marvel should eventually, like the Bob goes here. Marvel should look for like a boop into the team or slam like that. That'd be a lot better. And then Krillin's going more aggro. They're down Brig. They rally. That's fine. You trade Bob for rally. That's actually a really good trade. You should just live. Everyone lives. Everyone lives. Everyone lives. Dash is on high ground. Dash should soft pressure that. There's another rally. Okay, you should walk. They Bob. Okay, you live. You just win. There's no way you don't win this. You have trance advantage. Oh my god, what a ton. Yeah, you just win. And like, if you understand like why I think like they win here, is it's not because they're just up here, but literally when the enemy team rallied here to take space, that's like just a really big mistake, right? Like I understand why they have to rally here. Like they don't have any of their ultimates, and like that sort of makes sense. So I get that, but like it sort of sucks to trade Bob for rally. And something else that could just generally be thought of is like, are you able to sort of live a little longer so that your Tracer can stall, or you can build Bob, or like something like that. But their Tracer's getting marked, so their Tracer can't even touch and stall. And Ball going to point is bad because Ball will just get blown up. So pretty much they're sort of stuck and they have to rally to touch here, which is like a really shitty position to be in, using rally to take space. So, because now they're just forced out by Dynamite and like a bunch of angles because they can't really push into Zen, Ash, Dynamite, right? Ball trying to pinch, Sigma damage. Really a lot of pressure. I know Natter for first support players. Oh, I think Celestin's great. I think Celestin's a really strong player. I've liked Celestin since, let me tell you where I like Celestin. Since I scrimmed him actually. So Celestin was on London and was on London's B team. And when I was with TI, Third Impact, we scrimmed London's B team like weekly. And we scrimmed their A team once in a while. But we scrimmed their B team a lot. I talked to this coach. I'll show you who it is. It's this coach who is now a like big guy in Valorant. Like a really big guy in Valorant. Like he's like insane in Valorant. So yeah, he like coaches like one of the best teams, Crazy Raccoon in like Japan. So but yeah, I was like sort of friends with him and we'd like talk a little bit and we'd scrim them a lot and yeah. Okay. Harmony Arbor on that. So now yeah, now they have like a rally advantage. I still think also you can like rally later. You don't need to rally that early, but it's fine. There's a lot of pressure. Pineapple gets caught out by being back. Pineapple gets caught because he's further back and his team is further up. He needs to dynamically position play over more over here. So he is like his team is putting aggressive pressure. He needs to put aggressive pressure too. That way, if the team gets pressured here, he can still hold pressure, and then we can kite and he can try and kill them. But by him playing over here when his team's all the way there, that's just really awkward. So he needs to dynamically position more up in those fights. Okay, yeah, and they just win, right? So either this Mines has like an insane Mines, but yeah, there's no way. Okay, now going into next fight, support ults are about even. Pulse, okay, Mine, sure. Okay. Hack. What a pulse, man. Dude, he pulsed Tracer. That's insane. Look at Yahoo. He just chilling on the top. Yahoo. I will say again, I sort of like, you know, make fun of this guy's ball, but his Winston is like very good. I really like his primals and how he jumps in place. Okay, so dynamite happens. So right now, this is really interesting. So normally we see when people play low ground, they like have tracer and they push tracer under, and everyone just chills. These guys are actually being really like aggressive, and they're all sort of walking. That makes me curious. Oh, I guess they're not fully doing it. Marvel mines. So this makes sense. This makes a lot of sense. Marvel mines here. Enemy team can't push in. Now they can rotate for free. That makes sense to me. That's logical, right? If you're gonna like hit this high ground and then rotate, right? That makes sense because now the enemy team can't pressure you when you're moving up or while you're over here. Doing something like that and having your backline move. That's valid. But the amount of times I've seen people just rotate through here without using some type of ultimate to take space, that doesn't make any sense. That rotation should be hardcore punished. Okay, Sigma's holding really close. Where is... Huh. Dude, Krillin is insane, man. No wonder why Justice picked him up. This guy is nuts. Okay, he wasn't really aiming there, but bonus points. Okay, there's that. Bob engage, Marble feeds again. Not fully his fault, I'd say, but like, it is what it is. Now they're walking forward. Zest feeds for sure. They forced point. Okay, okay. This is very, very interesting. Guys, can anyone tell me what's wrong with this now? There's something else that goes wrong here. This meta is like this meta is really like at this high level. It's really dependent on how you alt trade. It's how well you alt trade, and then how much individual value like certain people can get. You just split as fuck. Okay, that's not fully the issue. I'll play it slower. Tracer's forcing part right. Tracer, is sort of getting screwed over. Thanks for the follow. Tracer dies. They're down 1. They're even now. But there's a problem right over here. Right over here, there's a problem. And I mean, tell me what the problem is. I understand why it happened too, but I don't think it's necessarily good. Anybody, what is the issue? What is el problemo? No, not necessarily target focus, but Pega. Let me just ask you a general question. Who normally like moves cart or pressures cart? Who normally moves cart, pressures cart? That's the first question. Also, this actually could work because of what Krillin did, but anybody? Tracer, right? Tracer's dead. Since Tracer's not dead, Sigma has to go push cart now. Now, what's interesting about this is when Sigma does this, Krillin drops and so does Brig, indicating that they want to brawl, which is like a really aggressive decision, which normally I'd say is really bad. In this one situation, it's not it's like really risky. They kill Brig, which means that right now they have a support advantage, and because of ultimates, right, Rally and Trance, they could technically win if they int forward. However, I'm of the condition that this is insanely risky. Why? Because you're pushing into a team at a spawn advantage, and they can sort of stall really well. And you're giving up high ground, so the enemy team can play high ground and sort of like, ping pong one at a time. I would have said what we should do is sort of just chill here, right? Hold the high ground, have Sigma soft contest, and then literally play for Rally and push with Rally. And that would have been better. Game keeps things follow, right? But instead, what ends up happening is Krillin's this really weird position. Enemy team now, enemy team looks like for a slam. Brig goes aggro, forces their trans. We trans trade. And now, sure, we have a rally advantage for a little bit. And now if we rally aggro, we win. But the thing is, here we don't do that. Which is weird. Because now their Brig is going to be back. And now we're in this, again, this really weird position, which isn't really that great. And, sure, we flux, we force their rally, but we're stacking flux and rally now, which is just bad. They mines, we managed to kill their Sigma, fine, he fed, we're kiting in here, we're trying to live, their Tracer gets an insane pulse, and we're like, literally gave up the entire map space. And granted, if you really legitimately think about it, if you're Brig Zen, where else are you going to play? This is like the best place for you to play. If you play over here, you could try and do it, but then like, you could get shot at, like ball could hit you. So I think this is also another option, but I get why they're playing over here. The problem is I think this is absolute dog. I think this is like an awful place to play, and if you're stuck here, you need to basically essentially wait for the enemy team to make a mistake, or like build an ultimate like or live like an enemy ultimate, like something like that. And I think that win condition is just very bad. So I'd much rather approach it in a different way where I'd control high ground and then like slowly force cart or like, you know, pressure supports or something. It's just inherently better. It's up to you. Yeah, it's a very, very passive situation. It's like very, very peely. Or like a punishing situation where like you play to punish enemy movement.
60 seconds
Alright.
remaining.
Okay, so again, Tracer's forcing cart right. The back line goes over here, and there's again the whole concept is this like it's literally this cart fight, right? It's like okay, we're gonna fight for cart. You know, we can have LOS of our cart. They have LOS of our cart. Whoever like you know essentially like wins the cart war wins. But again, my problem with this is someone could just be on a high ground and sort of just like shitting on them from high ground because you're basically giving up high ground. And like yes, high ground has very little minimal LOS, but if you're a high ground like Sigma over here and you're like shooting. Or like I just think it's rough. And yes, obviously their Sigma can like if their Sigma's on high ground, then your Sigma can push forward and has more frontal space. But I just think it's inherently rough.
Do something.
I'm just more of the opinion that you should just clear high ground and then like approach it like you know like maybe try and do some rotation like or play like this. I wouldn't even be opposed to playing like here honestly and having a much better LOS as weird as that sounds. I just think this is a really weird place to play. And every single time I see them doing this, like yes, there's ults going on and like Red's had like a sort of ult advantage. Like here you can sort of see Red has like a sort of decent ult advantage going into this fight. They have Rally, they have Flux, enemy team has Bob, and they have Mines. You know, Trance is obviously going to be better. Flux is also inherently going to be better. So, you know, they're at just a generic ult advantage. And that Flux is just actually massive, so... And the Mines is decent, but then you just Trance to clear Mines and also be aggro, so that Trance is, like, worth it. So... And they're up 2, so they just end up winning now. But... And now, again, you're looking at this again, and like, it looks like Red has ult advantage. So it's like, I feel like playing for that win con of like, you know, trying to play for that and then like be in such a weird state, I just don't think it's worth it. I'd rather play in a position where your neutral is just inherently stronger, whether us playing to punish. It's just like such a weird place to play. I just don't think it's good. Okay, let's look at the next map. What's next? We did Blizzard World. Crap. Next. There we go. Next. Blizzard World. Next one is Havana. Havana. This one question mark?
Traveling to Havana. Ready for battle.
Yes, it is. Cool. Alright, we'll see if we can finish this. We have 18 minutes, chat. Speed run time. Speed run time.
Incoming in 30 seconds.
We're probably gonna play some double shield ball. Yeah, okay, there we go.
3, 2, 1. Attackers
So they're
incoming.
playing double shield Brig Ana?
Stop the payload.
Oh, Brig Bap. That makes more sense. Okay. Seems like we're grenade at the start. Enemy team is playing. Interesting. So this is interesting. The enemy team. BLG is playing. Oh, they're playing Brig Zen. Okay, ball. But they're playing Sombra Tracer. Why do you play Sombra Tracer here? Why is Ashe? I would think Ashe is pretty good. Into like double shield, I'd probably prefer Tracer Sombra though, because you can like pressure their backline more, look for more like meaningful hacks. I also would think actually Dynamite's like not even that bad too, because you could Dynamite and like your tanks might be sort of stacked together if they're not playing correctly. Even if they're split, like this Dynamiting Sigma is still good. I think if they're playing Tracer Sombra though, like you're sort of just gonna play slow and like play for your flankers and look to get like really good hacks on people that are split. You can sort of see how these guys are like sort of playing split. You can sort of just pressure them slow by themselves. Notice how Sigma's holding space pretty well. Okay. What? How? How does Brig die? Why is Brig over there? What? Why are you over here, dude? What? That is so greedy. That is so greedy. And like the reasoning probably is because like the enemy team doesn't have balls. He doesn't want to stick by Zen, so he wants to play more aggressive, so he can look for more aggressive flails and enable his DPS. But that's just so greedy. I have to go. But yeah, 18 minutes till then. Yeah, I think like Ashe is just a little better. Not big fan, but let's see. I can understand why they're doing it, and I get the angles they're trying to go for, but I feel like it's really it's really hard. Cause like that break inherent backline is just like cancer, man. It's like such cancer. He goes Genji. Maybe to touch. Okay, Sombra goes in. Genji deflects window, slam, forces that. He's just gonna die. He's dead. Feeds. Sigma touches next. Genji's looking for value. No, dude, this is just a massacre, man. I just don't think like this matchup is so hard. Like it's so hard. Like now they have EMP, and I will say once they have point control and they start rolling these ultimates, it'll be really strong. Because you'll have like EMP, you'll have Flux, right? It'll be like inherently better. Genji with ball is definitely wonky, especially because you have like no actual constant damage here. Like I know Alphayi is like a nutty Genji, but like yeah, I think it's really rough. They trade, Sombra dies, okay. Brig dies. They flux, transit. Wow, what a nutty stick by Zest. I wonder why this Billy guy went to Al, man. He's so good. Like they're just trying to force a really aggressive brawl. And like again, like Alpha's Genji's like really strong. Like look at this guy, he's like actually nuts. Wasn't set up there. His neutral was honestly pretty weak there, to be honest. He only got value because of the flux.
I am healed.
Yeah. That was nice positioning, I will say. All of this is really nice positioning and map utilization. That was actually also really nice. Okay, he didn't feed there, nice. That was like, oh, he did feed there. That was like really nice, because like he used the map really well. He used Blade to force rally, which I think is inherently good. He forced map space too, and it like worked out quite well. What I will say though is like, again, like, oh, they have a Hanzo now. So they have Hanzo Genji. Dude, this comp is so wonky, man. It's like pick pressure plus it's like spam dive. It's essentially a spam dive where you're gonna get value out of angles and like trying to like have angles in a double shield, which could work, but I just think it's really hard. Into a good double shield, I think that Brig again is just so strong. Like you can see the Brig is like, you can see the you know, Sigma Brig taking an off angle, Zen taking another angle, but Zest just immediately notices the Zen and just rolls him. Yahoo goes to Orisa, realizes he needs to swap, not working very well. He's like Karen, that's funny. Wait a minute. So, one second.
Here it comes! Allah, do something!
And they just swap now. Like Tracer Hanzo makes a bit more sense. And double shield. They're playing Brig Zen because of like ults and whatnot, so sure. You can like still pull it off here. It's just like really rough, and your wrist is gonna cry. He's such low heals. Flux on Sigma. He's close by. It makes sense. He is okay, dude. That trance is not needed at all. That is a bad trance. If there's anything I give shit about Irony is literally how he uses support ultimates. I'm like not a fan. Like, honestly, in general, how like a lot of Zens and KR use support ultimates. Like even Krillin sometimes his support ults are like very wonky. Go back here. This is an interesting fight actually. The flux happens here. They end up wasting trance. They have their own flux. Or they're down one. They push really aggressive. Look for a trade. They kite out. They flux. Yahoo takes an aggressive space. Flails the bap out. Alpha's one gets pack and orb. Zest is getting pressured. He gets forced out. Tanks are stacked. Window happens. Yahoo plays cart. Halt. Oh, he gets fucked by halt. Okay. Pulse goes in. You should look for a pulse here as Tracer. Looks for a pulse, gets Sigma. It's a really big pulse. The Alpha's 1 HP. There's no pack. Oh my god. Oh my god. Dude, what? This guy's got a dream. Look at this. Just look at this. He's literally 1 HP, chat! He's literally 1 HP! What? Just look at that tracking too at range. Wait, granted, yes, he wasted like recall, but like, I think this is a pulse. Dude, that's crazy, man. He recalls into 1 HP too. Oh my god. Finally dies. I know that. Let's see here. Wait, leaks! 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 Wow. Slightly better, Doritos. Just slightly better. Look at that aggressive off angle. It's just so bad, man. It's like way too early. If we Dragons then do it. That's a great Dragons though. Okay. Great Dragons, great Brawl. Honestly, all of this was like pretty good. I really liked actually how they approached that Dragons. I think it was like a very niche Dragons and not like, it's like in a really weird position where it like splits them up and forces them into like this area which is enclosed and they just go into that and pinch them. Like you pinch off the Dragons. I think it's really cool. And the enemy team doesn't really have any ultimates besides rally. And what's funny about it too is the enemy team rallies the Dragons and then they rally for Dragons, which is like a good trade, and then they push out and literally this Brig is just over here like absolutely rolling them, and the Tracer goes behind and also rolls them, and then they walk in because the rally's over, and then their Brig's gonna get more value. Like they've just approached that really well. Although the only problem is now next fight, enemy team has rally and window. How are they gonna deal with that? In general, this choke is sort of weird. Notice how they're playing mirror comp now too. Okay, Flux happens, window for Flux, it's a really bad lamp. Pineapple gets a pick, that's a really bad rally. You do not need to rally here. Wow. Blue had like a distinct ultimate advantage and they sort of just like threw it, to be honest. Next fight it could honestly really go Red's way. They're gonna have window now, they're gonna have bongo. I like confused also people attacking defense last fight. They're holding stroke here. They could just be like passive tempoing, soft holding this space. Nope, they're hard holding this space. Bongoing. Okay, another Flux. Okay, that looks good. Damn. That was a nice Flux. And notice how his mid fight, every team didn't have CDs. Zest went Genji. And to me, like a lot of this is like not only like the base, like the like high level like shield economy breaking and like out of like play for that, but also like how you actually get value out of your flankers and alt trades. And then, so shield economy, how to get value out of that. Your flankers, how to get value out of your flankers and picks. And then on top of that, the other thing is like how do you get value out of your alts. I think like those are the 3 things that are really important. Oh, it was pretty good. Pretty good, you Wolf. Let's see sort of what happened here.
3, ready for battle.
It's 4 minutes, so... Oh, I guess it is probably a first point hold. So they're playing double shield, enemy team is playing double shield. They have Genji, Ashe. Okay, there's no dynamite pick potential. So they're gonna look to brawl. Sigma, Brig, Genji's going right side here. Nope, they push main now. They literally go here, they try and rush the Sig and try and kill him instantly. Lamp happens. As soon as that lamp happens, the Orisa tries to push in and force a brawl. They have lamp advantage though. They counter lamp. Sigma's 1, they kill Sigma, they trade and kill Irony though. This is like the classic sort of setup. Although they do a pretty good job and kill them actually. Oh, never mind. Zest and Cadelis pop off an off angle and you have a DPS BAP main. Okay, dude, holy shit, Zest, calm down, dude. Dude, look at that aim, man. Oh, damn. That was pretty crazy. Now the fight's happening here. 2 shields are gone. Okay, sports spread even. No, Genji has a lot. Unique's out of position there. Wow, what a dragons to like take space and force lamp. Marvel's in a really aggressive spot. Rally happens, they push forward. Oh man, Unique goes flying out. That's a really good window. They probably win off that window, I would assume. Nope, there's a rally and Genji deflect. Okay, never mind. They end up winning that. That's crazy. It's like a really interesting fight. Actually, I'm going the wrong way. A really interesting fight. 1 minute. Yes, I agree. I also think like understanding just like again like what ults to use first and when not to use ults like a mid fight. So Sigma's forward, you know, using shield. I think you're putting your shield too far out, so it's bad shield economy a little bit. I think you can also put your shield at an angle, not main like that, so it lasts longer. They forced a kite. They lamp to be safe, fine. Bap shoot jumping a lot high ground, which is really risky into a Hanzo. I'm not sure why Irony's jumping like a monkey. That's really, really risky. Sigma dies and they hard brawl here and they just commit and Genji just gets value. Okay. He dies to Kadalis, but by the time everyone peels for the Genji, they just cap. Okay. And then Bongo, so they sort of just hard forced point. That makes sense. Now they have window, enemy team has like nothing. They could steamroll here, honestly. You have like Flux Blade, you have Flux Dragons, you window early, force them out. Okay. That window is like interesting. Because that window essentially maybe almost forces it to where like it can be almost one fight. Oh my god. Marvel just fucking bum rushes Yahoo. But Marvel doesn't have E now. Marvel dies here. Or Lamp, fine. Big Blade. Big Blade. So Sigma Hanzo together. Yahoo's by himself. Brig is pushing cart. What the? Why is Brig pushing cart? Wait, I'm going the wrong way again. What? That's wonky. They have Brig on cart. Bap should be on cart. Oh, it's because they have window. Okay, I guess so. I'd probably still say maybe put Hanzo. I guess you have dragons. But Genji has blade. Okay, fine. I sort of see what's happening here. Can you bash up from here? Maybe you can bash up from here. If you can, then that makes sense. Otherwise, I think it's really awkward. And then enemy team pushes Yahoo. The lamp happens. Okay, Dragon has split them up. Tracer goes on Pineapple. He'll probably get packs. He gets packs. Mirror Flux. They Flux Hanzo. He Flux tanks. Okay, lamp trade. Pineapple dies. Can't get lamped. Dragons. Celestin. Celestin dies. Okay, Yahoo rolls them because of CDs. Okay. I think that's like interesting. I also think what's also interesting about this whole fight here is they don't bongo. Oh, they don't have bongo. Okay, fine. So they flux out. They flux out. Okay, that makes more sense. I think fluxing also right side of the map or left side of the map makes sense. I also think this guy like fortifies way too early, and that's like bad, but because he was already low. Okay, this makes a lot of sense. This sort of sucks, and like I said, going into the fight, it was like a massive ult disadvantage. I don't think there's really much they could do here, unless like Kadal's got like a lot of picks. Yeah, back up there. Oh no, unique rally.
The payload has
Okay.
reached the checkpoint.
Yeah, again, there's some like questionable support ults you're noticing. Oh, what a kill by Pineapple. Okay, lives. I like when you put a shield, by the way, down here, and like you know you have tempo, so you can, if you need to back up as ebb and flow, you can back up and use your shield, or you can keep pushing up. Dude, Alpha is just popping, man. This, oh my god. Look at that. Look at that angle. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's actually disgusting. He's got another blade. Now they have bongo blade. They're just gonna get steamrolled by ults, honestly. That fight there was really big they won though. Like really big. There's gonna be a bongo blade here, I'm calling it. Yeah, again, he's gonna flank too. Oh my god, Zest died twice. There's the bongo, he dashes up. There's the blade. He literally goes for the Arista, doesn't even go far, and just kills the front line. And now he's just gonna kill point. That's so smart. That's so smart. Instead of going deep, he goes close and just kills what's close. Then the front line has easy access, and then enemy team has to go forward, like their back line, whatever's far away, and they just go from there. That's super cool. Oh my god, Alpha. Oh, I feel like he gets a lot more value to Genji when like the team helps him out more. The backline was at 11. No, I mean not necessarily. Bongo's like range is like really far, but it's more the fact is when you go backline, you're not gonna get a lot of like you're not gonna get inspire, like you're not gonna get like a lot more actual like help. So it's better if you know you're sort of close by and whatnot. So yeah. Because if you go by yourself, you can just get CC locked, you can get shot at, someone can blow you up. It's just safer to play close.